Mahama ensanu moja na Mahama entimi ni president da ene ejina wenum asem so 7 December akwankyere bia wayato Mamudu Bawumia so sa akwankyere ne enye adwuma da enwo Yesu Kristo di mo ene anope enim guase bia ye bona adane di mawo owusu bempa enim guase bia ye bona adane di mawo enwo Yesu Kristo di mo so be ye wadwen so be sisa figures in the realm of the spirit no ye hwem wo Yesu Kristo di mo ene moja ne nkasa ene moja ne nkasa ene moja ne nkasa enwo Jesus Christ di mo ma me so do no I'm sorry no Jesus di mo ene wo Yesu Kristo di mo ewrade in the realm of the spirit against Alhaji Mamudu Bawumia, your born Daniel. I will use Christ Demo. Sorry,
yeah, welcome folks to the channel. This is another edition of the Religious Skeptic. Do you believe in prophecies, and do you also think there are prophets in your various countries? Do you think your pastors are actually prophets who could see beyond what your eyes may end? Well, I don't know. And what exactly does the Bible say about prophets and prophecies? Now, let's right straight into the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 22. What does the Bible say over there? When the prophet speaks in the name of the Lord and the message does not come to pass or come true, that is a message the Lord has not spoken. The prophet has spoken presumptuously, meaning the prophet just spoke out of emotions and the prophet lied. Now, the build up to the 2024 elections in Ghana saw a lot of so-called men and women of God, dishing out tons of meaningless and useless prophecies. Why am I saying they are meaningless and useless? Because it amounted to nothing and also just led to their disgrace. But their minions and their churches still follow them and still hail them. I, on the other hand, I just saw it differently because I certainly know that God has nothing to do with any election on this planet because men have planned and such it will be. All right, we are going to look at the various prophecies from Reverend KUSI Boateng, NANA AGRADA, Prophet AZUKA, and then we move to Apostle KWABENA, and we are going to watch the various prophecies. And let's start with Reverend KUSI Boateng.
The things are difficult. I know that there are two people coming, but the Lord has told me that by the 9th of December, His Excellency Dr. Mamudu Bawumia shall be crowned the President of Ghana.
All right, there you have it. Reverend KUSI Boateng gave a date and who was going to win the election. He didn't stop there. He confirmed what the Lord presumptuously had told him. All right, let's watch that one too.
And I've had a lot of text messages. Papa, what are you saying? Papa, prophets are prophesying all over. After your prophecy, everybody is aggressive. Bishops are praying and prophesying. Pastors are prophesying. What is Papa saying? Has the verdict changed? Watch this. I stand here to let you know that what the Lord told me during Signs and Tokens conference, which was reaffirmed when we were having the all night, the Lord told me is the final verdict of the election. Nothing has changed. And by the 9th of December, we shall know the men from the boys, the prophets from the people.
All right, so he's solid. He laid his argument for his fake prophecies. But did that happen? No. All right, we move straight to Agrada. Agrada said to everyone that if Dr. Bawumia didn't win the election, she will revert, meaning go back to the African traditional religion. But unfortunately for her, the God that gave her the prophecies failed her.
a young people aban and go to Tiano. I must say, Toma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, because Yami was sitting here, Utomano one to a mano warini, it's a Tomane Preco, not the use Wakano Emrem. So Radi Vishi Trana Kwa, Yami Vishi Trayasi and Kayanun Tumuni Ankoda. You have to work on it. That is why I am working on it. I am not here to do politics. I am here to work on it for what God has told me to come to pass. And Makase, Onyamia Mimini Munu Ame Somono, Onyami Yidi Chire Meno, Senyo me Wamama who am Mamua Chasana Samunyano Kore. Said Yamimami who Yana Mamua, I will go back to the shrine. And it is a promise. Because me Jinyamidi send it to me woho, and it to me yet Juma. Now you're not ready Yidi Chire Meno. Me Jina catch the gun of when you now say. Said the Yami Chire said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, on Kana come Antony Yem. He is the next president. The Sam Mahmoud Yamin cannot correct. I will go back to the shrine. And it is a promise. And I know what God revealed to me will surely come to pass. Me cannot crash now. It's Uncle to Wabanko Seno. Vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He is the next president of Ghana. Mesa me me yam som apostle. The Yami Chire no Sam Mahmoud Yari said Yami trofo. Because the mihu ya na meka. Tisa Mahmoudia. And I will go back and serve the gods. No who say Yami asem enya no correct. But say Yami asem ya no credit. It is possible for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to win this 2024 election. And ready now. Now on your case, send Yami kanwa.
We shall come back to KUSI Boateng to listen to his retraction and what happened actually with him. All right, let's take the time and also watch this video of Prophet AZUKA. Let's try. All right, over there is Prophet AZUKA. The elections and the prophecy. He just said exactly what he thinks, that if Bawumia doesn't win, just burn my church, set it on fire. And that doesn't happen too. And what did he say in third? Just follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the video. But hey, don't worry, we're done here. Do this for me. Put your comment in the comment section. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Now, that is AZUKA. Now, what does KWABENA, Apostle KWABENA say? We'll go back to him. We'll listen.
1957, and he wins this election. I, Apostle KWABENA, I am offering my body to be lynched by the NDC foot soldiers and grassroots supporters. We will meet at former grassroots, Kwame Nkrumah Interchange. Bring all your cameras, call me beauty, organize it. I will come. Whatever they want to do to me, they can stone me, lash me, whatever. I said, I offer myself because I am so confident in my God that I know there's no turning back. No turning back.
All right. There you have it again. Very clear. No way Mahama was going to win the elections. He was convinced in his so-called fake prophecy. But did that happen? No way. That didn't happen. Now, what happened, Mr. Reverend KUSI Boateng? Let's listen to it.
I know a lot of people stayed up all night to be listening to the election results. And yes, I spoke about it, I prophesied about it. The same way God has been speaking to me over the years, he spoke to me. But the opposite occurred. The Bible says that let God be true and let all men be liars. I saw right, I heard right, but the opposite had occurred. And so there is nothing I can do and I can say. It's very interesting that in our walk with God, there are times that you feel you know him so much, you have come to a place, and he always starts
and redefines himself to you. And personally, I think that physically it is difficult to explain, because the same way I've been hearing God speak was the same way I heard him speak. But for those of you who have followed me over the years, you know that most of the things that he uses me to say come to pass. And so I will not give the blame to God. God is true and every man is a liar. When it comes to God, I will prefer to be the liar for God to be the true one. But that doesn't end it all. Tell your neighbor, it doesn't end it. We mami mejain kom sheshe. We nebe mama koshem kompaye. And I think I've known God so much, and I'm not the first prophet who has encountered this. Isaiah encountered it, Jehoshaphat encountered it, and so in life, that is how it is. God at times will have to let everybody know that you are human and he's God. Regardless of how much God uses me, I am man and God is God. And so let us get it right. God never made a mistake. If there was any mistake, I was the one who made a mistake. And I'm human, and that's not the first time. But there is something so strong in my heart that says that he knows what he is doing. And I may not understand it, you may not understand it, but I believe that he never gets it wrong. Tell about 5 people that God never gets it wrong. Oh, you can. I said tell 5 people. You can't be sitting down and telling 5 people.
Okay, so after losing on the so-called prophecy that didn't come, Ghanaians decided who they should vote for. He is now finding ways and means to tell us that that even happened to prophets in the Bible. That's a way of eating up your own words, because you are caught up in shame. Now, who in the right mind in Ghana thought that the elections were decided by God Almighty? Ghanaians have been faced with economic difficulty for thousands of days, 4+4 years, 8 years. Nothing is working in the country. And the people decided that they will bring it, or they will bring the change. Now you are sitting down there telling us that God revealed to you who was going to win the election. There's no revelation anywhere. I don't trust that. If there is any better prophecy anywhere, I trust a super bet. I think I better trust super bet and lottery more than the so-called prophecy. Now there is something that is unique. No single imam in Ghana open up loudly to say on anywhere that is on the record that I have heard. Maybe I did, you can let me know. Who said with a strong conviction that Allah told them that Dr. Bawumia was going to win the election? They never did, because they were circumspect and responsible with their dealings with these politicians. That is the kind of respect you should have as a religious leader. So he is now telling us that he saw it, but God failed him, and God is the judge, and all this kind of crap. But his congregants are going to still follow him. If I were a member in his church, we're done. Now let's go to Azuka. Azuka has a funny reaction to this when he was asked why didn't the prophecy and stuff happen. He threw Jesus Christ under the bus. Let's listen to it.
So dear, okay. I'm a moi. I want more from Yami. I don't know from Yami. A basana, a mushroom come na amusa, and you was a mamma. A different. Yes, some more again now. I
Have mercy upon us.
Yes, he said all that Jesus even spoke Did it all happen? How many of them just happened? Now, this tells you these people are nothing but charlatans. Religion affects everybody, and it depends on where you are and how much you have absorbed this level of distraction of the mind. I knew, like thousands of Ghanaians knew, that Dr. Bawumia was going to lose the election. One, the reaction of the Ghanaian people to the economic conditions in the country. They even, members of the party decided to call names of those who were even doing researches to determine who was going to win the election. They rubbish every academic reasoning. And you can't just have this way. It is impossible for you to just sit down and think that God was going to do it. No. Their slogan was, it is possible, yet. It's possible that you will not win the election, and it was possible you didn't win it. Now, let's ride and we'll go back to Apostle Apostle KWABENA. What happened to him? Now, this is what he said afterwards. Let's listen to him.
Have changed. What am I saying?
Unim say Apostle
Ghana would have changed.
Ghana na ye wa koma pa. Ti ade na wo de to ho ne say wo de ade ayi to ho say MPP fo anwini na say John Mahama wini a ye si wabonkum. Eti nka ade ne da na you should be the first person ade ne da na because unim say wo de ade bia to wanim. Ah bibi
meba. Maybe after this is after a friend saying afterthought. Maybe I should have clarified, say, if things remain as they are, as I was speaking that day.
Okay.
Because the first day Americano was 4th of February. And at 24th of February, 24th of September, may press a and I almost said beside me and I'm saying see it should be. So maybe I should have clarified and say, if things remain as they are, as at that time now, there's no way. But as at that time, fine. I didn't foresee, say, anything of that nature could have happened. Fine. On that,
So because of that, why don't you apologize?
I haven't heard.
Play what you're saying. Play the one in quote.
Okay.
In quote.
If
why don't you apologize? Then before okay, meet you.
If I miscommunicated, Sana Mefano.
Okay.
Because at that time, no, if I was saying Kamikaze, as things stand, now we say. Said the normal no say normal and Dania and they say BBC.
Okay.
For that I apologize if my message Mantiasia said I wanted it to come out, because media
so mention your name and do that for me, please.
My name is Apostle KWABENA.
So continue.
And I said if John Mahama doesn't win, if John Mahama wins at that material movement, stone me. But like I said, I should have qualified it by saying, say, if things remain as they were, that should have been the case.
Okay, so
but I never foresaw, because if God hasn't revealed something to you, you cannot come and say, Nyami. So it is after Osubepa came in that I saw this thing. But then I went to commercial, like I said, and I spoke to a few.
Say I remain same. What do you have to tell? Then I will catch Ghanaians. That is what I want from you.
What do you want to tell Ghanaians?
Apologize to them.
But I didn't make a mistake.
Oh,
no. If you say apologize, it's as if I deliberately went out.
And I will say, communication.
Communication. I should have added.
So one fan shim.
Man fan shim. And I'm sorry, say man fa and one shim.
Into Pagana for cho.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, Nayako. Obama, so Obama Simon Akasa. Simon, once again, Akwaba.
Yes. He's failing to take responsibility. Now he's playing gymnastics with his words. Doesn't actually know how to respond to his lies. This is a man you all are following for guidance. This level of irresponsibility that you all are following. Why would you do this to yourselves? Is Agrada going back? to the shrine? Or do you think AZUKA, Reverend KUSI Boateng should be taken seriously by the Ghanaian people, that they are prophets in the country? Religion is business. Jesus Christ is the product. The customers are the members in the church. You gotta know this so that you don't get fooled by all these charlatans in the country making money off the people. They never address single problem in the country. They use religion just as Karl said it perfectly. I quote, religion is the opium of the masses, unquote. There are some people who still believe in these kind of charlatans in our country. But we don't blame them. The question is, why would you have a brain that God has given you? You cannot use that brain critically. But there is a way of thinking and reasoning. There is just a proper way of doing that. If you're a member of that church, any of those churches, and you still wake up and go to those places, there's something that's wrong with you. Reverend KUSI Boateng, Prophet AZUKA, Agrada. For Agrada, it's no. And all these people. Why would you want to do that to yourself? Now, after saying all of that, what happened? Their prophecies failed in their face, and this was the EC boss declaring the election.
538. The inclusion of the outstanding constituencies would have given the leading candidate 52.13%, which is still greater than the 50% plus 1 required to be declared a winner. And so even with that scenario, he's clearly the winner of the 2024 election. In the light of the above, ladies and gentlemen, I have the singular honor as the returning officer of the 2024 presidential election to declare His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the winner of the 2024 presidential election and the President-elect of the Republic of Ghana with a total percentage of 56.55%. Congratulations, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, following yesterday's presidential and parliamentary elections, Ghanaians at home and abroad have been sitting on tenterhooks awaiting the outcome of the election. Let me say that the data from our own internal collation of the election results indicate that former President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has won the presidential election decisively. The NDC has also won the parliamentary election, even though we await final collation for a number of seats. However, I believe ultimately that these will not change the overall outcome.
Who won the election? Mahama won the election, hands down. This should tell you something. If you're a member of any of those churches, raising up, be able to think that your so-called prophets and pastors always mislead you. There are no prophecy anywhere. Personally, I don't trust any prophecy. But the specifics are not clear. I don't trust the prophecy. Give me time. Give me specifics that I'll be able to deal with. Folks, thank you for watching this video with me. If you disagree with anything that I've said, just put that in the comment section. Hit the like button. Share the video. See ya.